So, you have an artist in your life, or even you yourself are an artist looking for wish list ideas this holiday season. Here's 25 gift ideas so that you can stop gifting them things like this and start gifting them things like these, so that you can show your creative person that you can be creative and thoughtful too. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who have not been here before, hi, my name is Brooke, Brooklyn, or just Babs, and today I'll be giving you 25 gift ideas for that creative person in your life. I myself am far from an artist, but I do enjoy doing creative things like painting, drawing, doing my nails. Like most creatives, they probably already have the basics like the pencils, the markers, the pens. So if they don't have those things, that would be a great place to start. These ideas are for the people that already have the essentials. I know it's getting close to Christmas, so I did try to find most of these things off of Amazon, so I can link them in the description below, and you can hopefully get your presents on time if these are for the holiday season. So let's get started. So first is gonna be one of a couple organizational units. So just like I said, most people have like the markers, the pens, all that stuff. So I thought it'd be a really cute idea, and something that I would appreciate too is to have marker storage containers, especially because coloring seems to be all the rage right now. Like whenever I'm scrolling through my For You page on TikTok, all I see is markers and like the alcohol markers, which admittedly I do own, but something I do not own for them are cute little storage containers. So I found a couple options on Amazon. Some of them are just clear, some of them are cute and like bamboo, but again, you can always find stuff that fits their aesthetic or wherever they're gonna be working. But I just thought this was a nice thoughtful gift that would go kind of hand in hand with their products. Next thing, I have a craft storage cart, or one of those utility carts. I actually use it for my nail supplies. I put my stuff that I need access to very quickly, but I still want to be able to put away. So I put everything on the cart, put it in my little room, and then when I want to go and do my nails, which I usually like doing like in the living room or the bedroom, I'll wheel my little cart over and have it there. So it's a really good option. They do have affordable options online as well as Michael's, and I've seen them at HomeSense, Marshalls and all that. So the third item would be a caddy. So they sell these caddies again on Amazon. I actually saw one today at Marshalls, and the nice thing about them is the same reason why the utility cart is nice, is to just put some of your easy access or your go-to products that you just want to carry around with you around the house, or even like out. So sometimes I like to bring my art supplies to my friends' houses, so it's easy to just have it in a little container so you can just take it and leave. So that's a really good option. Number 4, we have oil pastels. Just like most artists, once they get used to their medium, they like to move on to different things, or so I'd like to think. Again, I'm no expert, but if you have other ideas, feel free to comment them down below. But oil pastels are a really nice, and I don't think as common medium. They have high-end ones, but if you're just starting out, they also have these really cute ones that I saw on Amazon. They're like very cute and girly, which I love. Number 5 would be some sort of camera. Photography could be another medium that they might want to transition into. I put a couple different options. So I put an actual camera to take photos, some film cameras so they can eventually print those photos out, or like almost like an Instax printer, but they have other ones by like Kodak, which are pretty much a peel and stick. So if they do things like bullet journaling or junk journaling, that'd be a really fun option. It's something that I added into my collection too for those reasons. Number 6 would be an airbrush. So I put this on for multiple people, I guess. So airbrush is a really fun painting technique. I put this on here because you can use it for model painting. I want one specifically to do airbrushing on my nails. I've also do little miniature like figures and stuff. Did I already say that? So number 7, this is not really like you can get anybody this next item. So it's a drafting table. I thought it was really cool. I've always wanted one. I don't have one. The drafting table is just really nice because you can get at an angle. If I were to have one, I would basically just do my paintings on them just because I like having it at an angle and I'd be breaking my back trying to lean forward. Again, it's probably not a thing that you can just pick out of the list and and be like, hey, I got you a drafting table. Plus they're quite expensive, which I understand. Some of these things, they're kind of all over in pricing, so hopefully you'll find something that fits your budget. So the next thing, and this is a good example of it, is the next thing I put on this list is an electric eraser, which you can find for like $10 or less. Well, the one I have on Amazon and the one that I linked below is around $12, but it has a bunch of different nibs. I've seen a lot of people use them, and they have actually used them in different ways, like creating negative space in sketches because it cleans it really well. I do hear that it does tear up the paper a little, but hopefully if that sounds like a cool idea for the person you're thinking of, or even put on a wish list yourself, like I also think that I would benefit from the electric eraser, then that would be a fun option as well. Number 9, this is definitely kind of hand in hand on the eraser. I like to categorize them as quality of life upgrades. So that would be a hobby or precision knife. So I use my hobby or precision knife in multiple ways. When I was doing my miniature house building, which is kind of foreshadowing, by the way, I would use the precision knife also for my junk journaling. I know a lot of the times I like to just rip things to give it that more rustic kind of look, but when I'm looking to have clean cuts and some of the things that I want to cut out are really, really small, having a tiny precision knife and also like a cut, that little, I don't know, it's like a cutting board, but like for crafters. Having that underneath is really, really nice. Number 10 was actually inspired by my dad. So just like I said, some artists like to transition into different mediums. This one is pretty unique though, so I put an electric engraver on here. My dad's an amazing artist, by the way, even though I feel like he doesn't know that I think that, which I'll tell him soon. When I was little, my dad used to actually use his electric engraver and engrave art into plexiglass, either write quotes, draw images on the plexiglass. He even, I think, was able to put lights on it so it would like light up. And I remember the one that he made for me was like, I'm pretty sure it was an angel on like the left side and then some sort of quote in the middle. Again, it was when I was really young and I really want to find it, but I've moved around a lot. So hopefully in one of my boxes, I'll be able to find it. The next thing is travel paint sets. So if you have a painter in your life or even somebody who is interested in painting, I like these little travel paint kits because you can have all the colors all in one and you can also take it on the go. I have a couple of these. I have the Himi gouache jelly paint. I know it's just supposed to be a regular paint set, but I do like to take it around because it is portable. It also has all the colors in one, and same with the watercolor set that I left below. I've seen a lot of these little travel watercolor kits. I myself do have one, but there are better options out there, and they also vary in prices. So if you're just looking for someone starting out, you can find them as low as $15, and some of the more high quality ones can go up in price. The next thing is the thing that I foreshadowed, which would be these tiny little miniature houses. By the way, these are not for the faint of heart. These tiny houses are for crafters that do not mind spending a lot of time doing very, very tiny, meticulous tasks that don't really feel satisfying until the very end. There are easier ones, so I did make one of the ones where you had to make like absolutely everything. Like it gave you little cutouts of paper, like oh my gosh, here's a video. Here's
Here's this guy, and then there's the kitchen, and then look, he's peeping over, and then you see he's over there, and then there's this little mini couch, and then he's putting his pants on the stairs. He's about to leave, and then oh, this guy's just gonna put on his sweater before he goes to work, you know. And then here is this one laying on a bed, and then look, he's in the bathtub.
And I actually put my Smeeskies in it, which is very, very cute. But yes, it took me a couple months to finish, but my editor actually got me an easier one for my birthday last year. So instead of having to make everything out of paper, they have like a mix between plastic and stickers. So instead of having to glue everything together, the stickers just go around the plastic parts and the plastic pieces kind of just click in together. So if you know somebody who would kind of like this idea, but would not enjoy spending the months it takes to make it, then definitely get the plastic ones. Number 13. This is kind of like huh, like why would you put this on there? But it kind of makes sense. So I put a mini electric vacuum. This is really nice because a lot of little art projects always leave like crumbs or dirt, unless it's just me. It could just be a me thing, and like whenever I'm doing like an art project, like even drawing and you're erasing and you're just getting all these little erasing bits, then I just have this little vacuum that I can vacuum that. Or even when I'm junk journaling and then all these little pieces just kind of start scrambling up everywhere, it's just nice to just vacuum instead of having to just pick up each individual piece or just let the eraser bits fall to the ground and just vacuum them up later. You could do that. I'm not judging you because I do that. That could be a good option for somebody like me. Number 14, I think, is another quality of life item, which is resin glue. I actually used this when I was building my tiny houses because I found that traditional liquid glue was taking too long to dry. So I found that this resin glue that you just pop the little light, it even comes with a little light, made it super fast. Then once I used it on that project, I realized how great it was of a glue to use it on other things. I will put out a warning, if your artist in your life is a little bit younger, resin glue is not that safe for people who don't handle it properly. So if you are getting this for somebody that you think would up their quality of life with it, I definitely recommend them being somebody who is capable of handling it. That sounds weird for glue, but you know what I mean. Number 15 is just like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. It is a light board or a light note board. So you can draw on it, and then it has an LED light built in, and then it lights up your little drawing, and it comes with the markers as well. So I thought that was a really fun, cute little gift, and it's also pretty inexpensive, so it'd be a little nice gift there. Number 16, something that I already kind of foreshadowed in this as well, a junk journal or a bullet journal. The one thing that I do like about having a junk journal myself is that it's something that you can just pick up at any time, since there's no constraints to it, since it's in the name, it's a junk journal. I do like everything in it. I even sketch in it sometimes. I use a regular bullet journal. I love those pages where you just like rip up stuff and like put it in there. I also use it as like almost like a scrapbook and a memory book. So if I have like any cute pictures, I print them out using my little photo printer, put it in there, just decorate it a little. I felt like I wasn't actually using it as like a planner, especially because like I would do it one month and then the next month I wouldn't, and I would get lazy. But if you do have somebody who likes to bullet journal, a new bullet journal would be really nice as well. Number 17 is a die cutting or embossing machine. So this is really fun because if you like to have little cutouts of things and just have multiples of them, you can make multiples of them without having to repurchase them, using the little, I don't know what to call them, like die cutting stamps. They look like stamps. I know that they're not stamps, but and then if you know anybody who likes to make cards, embossing machines are really fun because they can make those raised prints directly on their cards. Number 18 is just another type of medium. So I put acrylic markers. The acrylic markers are fun for multiple reasons. Right now, again, with everybody coloring and like doing all those coloring pages, I've seen people use the white acrylic markers to do highlights instead of using a white gel pen. I myself like to use them to do small little details on paintings, but they do come in multiple thicknesses, so you can get thin ones, thicker ones. The ones that I put on here are a nice pack of them from Sharpie because they can get quite expensive, especially if you go with some of the more expensive brands like Posca, where it's like $5 per pen. This is like $20 for a set of 12. Number 19, we're back to organization. So that would be a pegboard. They have these on Amazon or at IKEA. I've seen them multiple places. This is nice to organize all of their little things. They can still be creative while organizing because you can make these pegboards however you want, put whatever you want on them. I want one not really to organize my stuff actually, but not my art supplies. I kind of want one to put all of my like blind box keychains on it. So I might pick one up myself. Number 20 is a tracing sketch tool, which is really a piece of like acrylic on little stands. So if you know how to make this yourself, that'd be kind of a fun gift to make an artist. I know some people don't really like tracing or anything like that. The reason why I think I would really like this gift is because I do use my iPad a lot, and sometimes I want to put it onto like an actual physical paper or canvas, but sometimes it's not like as accurate if I'm trying to redo it again. So I feel like it would be a really cool idea just to get this for people in that situation as well. I don't know if these things are too niche, but these are just like some ideas that I thought were really fun that weren't your typical, you know, here's this art kit that I found. Yeah. For these last 5 items, these are those artists in your life that are actually looking into transitioning more into tech or digital art. I didn't say digital art straight up just because number 21, which is the first thing out of these tech art gadgets, would be some of these digital pixel frames, which I thought were really cool. I actually received one last year from my bestie editor. Not technically the frame, he got me the little D-Boom computer thingy. I'll just pop it up right here. But these frames are really cool because they can make the little pixel art on their phone and then have them light up and display on the actual frame. So if you're looking for a tech item that is not too expensive, that'd be a really, really good one. Next would be a digital notebook. Yes, you can use these for like transferring your physical notes into digital form, but if you see the picture from Amazon, it looks like you can also use it to transfer like your paper art into digital art. You will have to use the specific notebook, but I just thought it would be a really cute way to capture it instead of having to take a photo of your paper, especially those who just like to doodle and it doesn't really matter what you're doodling on. That'd just be a fun option. Number 23, a digital art glove. This is for your digital artists out there. This is again kind of foreshadowing what I kind of have next in the idea list, but the art glove kind of just puts a barrier in between the iPad or drawing tablet so that you can draw smoothly without having to interrupt the tablet. Is that the best way I can put it? Probably. Number 24 is the drawing tablet or iPad. So there are many options. There are cheaper options. The cheaper options tend to just be the basic drawing tablets that you would have to connect to a computer because they don't have a screen built directly on them. So you have like the higher end Wacom tablets that cost like $400 to like $700, and then you have some of these basic ones on Amazon that are pretty cheap if you're looking to just try it out or for a beginner. And then you also have your different iPad or tablet options. I myself, I use an iPad Pro. I think it's like 3 or 4 generations ago, but I still love it. This is probably like my 3rd iPad now. Like I am kind of biased, but not really, because I do use other branded stuff besides Apple, but there is nothing that has come close to my iPad and the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil and the matte screen protector. It feels the closest that you can get to paper and pencil, as well as I do love the apps that you can get on there, and I found it was a really easy transition that didn't feel like too, I don't know how to explain it. I had to just get this iPad for drawing because I use it for other things. Is that a good way to explain it? I don't know. The last and final idea would be a Canva or art app purchase or subscription. You can also get them like an iTunes or Google Play gift card if they have an iPad, because a lot of the good or high-end applications are paid for apps. I use Procreate, which was a paid for app. It wasn't too expensive. I think it's only like $18. And then stuff like Canva Pro is a yearly subscription, but the options that you get with the higher end applications are endless. Like there's so much more that you can do. When I was using like the non-pro versions or the free version of the apps, I felt super restricted. This goes the same as like getting like photo editing apps or animation apps and things like that. You are pretty limited on the free side of things. So if you are looking for a unique idea that is not really a physical gift but would definitely be an awesome gift to give, would be something like that. So if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. And if you like videos like this, unboxings and other lifestyle video unboxings, be sure to subscribe. If you think I missed any gift ideas or any ideas that you think that I might like, feel free to leave it in in a comment below. I would really appreciate that, and I'm sure that everyone would too. We will see you next time. Okay, bye!